All right, now we're going to get to the stepping stones on how to establish yourself in credit. Now that you have created that budget, now that you have created that high interest yield savings, and now that you have reviewed and read on the different credit companies, you are ready to make that selection on what type of credit card works best for you. A student card may come with 1% cash back with on all purchases, which is pretty good just to get started. To be honest, you want something that rewards you for using their program, and also you want to use it responsibly in order to build your credit and your credit score. So for anyone that's in college, and even if you aren't in college, you should first try to obtain a student card. Now, let's say you are not in college, or you are, and you weren't able to obtain that student card. Another route you can go is by obtaining what is called a secured card. Now, a secured card is a card that you would have to pay an amount in order to secure a credit line through that company, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because we have to do what we have to do in order to get our foot in the door. So don't look at it as a bad thing. Why would I pay them $100 in order to establish myself with a credit line? Like, I don't need to do that. Yes, you do. Credit is important. So even if it's a secured card, you need to secure that line of credit. That way you can begin your journey on bettering your credit score, your credit history, and your credit trustworthiness. That will help you in the long run. Trust me. Now, the difference between a student card and a secured card is the fact that student cards actually get their reward. They get that cash back. With secured cards, you have to build up into the next level. A secured card necessarily doesn't pay you any reward for having that card, but the reward itself, in this case, would be securing that line of credit for yourself. You need that starting line. You need that starting point. Therefore, we can build our buildings, our bridges, to get to the next level. And the next level would be standard credit cards. Standard credit cards are cards such as the quarterly rewards card. Now, this type of credit card comes with rewards in different areas, in different categories. That's why it's called a quarterly reward card. So each month, this type of card pays out a higher percentage in a particular category, whether that be food and groceries, whether that's restaurants, whether that's gas stations, whether that's shopping. Each month they will pay out a higher percentage in different categories. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you are a person who feels that interests you, go right ahead. Jump on that quarterly reward card. The percentages most of the time are quite nice, and don't feel fearful, because each credit card at its basis is the same. The rewards may be different, but the basis are the same. The next type of card there is a travel points card. Now, how a travel point card works is just like any other credit card. Of course, you use it whether you're buying food, whether you're buying travel specifically, whether you're spending it at the grocery store or on gas. Every dollar that you spend accumulates travel points, travel reward points for you. And you can redeem these travel reward points, or you can use those travel reward points to pay for flights, to pay for tickets, bus tickets maybe. But I do know that the travel rewards cards are really centric around flights, around air travel, in airlines and airports. So unless you are a person that travels frequently or do plan to travel frequently, I don't know if travel reward cards are the card that you want to jump into right away, especially when you're just looking to establish yourself. Now, the last type of credit card there is the cashback credit card. And this is preferably my favorite credit card type. The cashback card is what it is. It is what the name is. Every dollar that you spend, you will get a percentage of that back to use as gift cards, as the cash can go right back onto the card to pay down the amount that you have on the card. Or you could get that money sent to you in the form of a check. The two cards that you want to look at to get started are the student cards and the secured cards. Get your foot in the door, build your credit. Like I said, we have our budget, we have our savings, we have reviewed what credit is. We now have applied and we received our credit card, whether that's secured, student card, or any regular standard credit card, quarterly, travel, or cash back. Now we're going to move into